yard when the moon is high. Ooh, yeah. There's a deer named Funky Bones, don't be shy. He tiptoes softly, looking for a treat. Captain Kira's got apples good enough to eat. Ooh, yeah. Funky Bones with his groove, moving to the beat. Kira's got the apples, they're so sweet. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. Look at them dance, it's a backyard rave. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, it's a funky party, just you and me. Hey! Under the stars, they share a little bite. Ooh, yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, ooh, yeah. Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. Ooh. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey. Funky Bones, don't you bones, don't you hide. Ooh, yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. No afraid. Look at them dogs, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Ooh, yeah. Kira's got the apples. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, ooh, yeah. It's a funky party, just you and me. Hey, hey, hey. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, ooh, yeah. Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. Funky kind of magic only they can share. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Ooh, yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share.
Little gray munching on the hay, chewing, skipping, never stays. Backyard wild, gotta play, jumping, running every day. Grass is green under the sky, little gray lets it all fly. Muddy paws, he don't care why, wings of earth, he is so high. Freedom in his story flight, sun and moon his only guide. No more walls, no cage inside, little gray so wild inside. Boss and grind, he's on the move, no one's rules, he's got his groove. Nature's beat, he feels the soothe, little gray always to prove. Under stars, under dreams, world ain't small, so it seems. Little gray's got big schemes, life rolls on in flowing streams. Hay for breakfast, sun for noon, Stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune. Backyard life's a wild cartoon.
Teeny scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from Capits in Korea, quick to flee. Seasoned sisters jumping wild and free. Leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild and on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures, hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild and on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Give her a toy. Teeny's grand adventure, loving it all.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? dreaming about the way she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush plays in a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession, like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Shingle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies come, big bugger falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops. Eat the cookie. He's a cookie. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating. 'Cause he's a cookie king. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating. 'Cause he's a cookie king. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by your side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.
Are you guys ready? You ready? Uh-oh, wait, I don't even have the chat. You chat? Oh, we got Uncle Punk is back. Yay! We've missed you. Okay, let's see here. Let's bring in. Okay, who is ready? Uh-oh, Mini Donk is a little tired in there. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. It's time for food, but you guys. Okay. Yeah, we have to have somewhere to put it down. Someone else needs to come to the table. Fun. Go to the table. To go to the munchy table. Sure do. My goodness. Okay. Look at this cutie pants. Yeah, he needs to be next. Okay. I think everyone is in eager anticipation. Let's get this tray for this special boy. His lovely Peter Rabbit tray, which we are going to be filming a Peter Rabbit video soon. Maybe tomorrow, who knows? Hopefully, that would be fun. Here's your Peter Bunny tray. Oh, ruffly parsley. This is the fancy stuff. Nothing but the best for Mr. Bundonkadonk. And his friend. His friend is going to come to the dinner table. Both of his friends. Okay, we got triple donks. He's having 2 guests over for Num Num. Whoops. For Num Num dinner dish. I'm about to fall into. I have fallen into a litter box before, folks. There is video evidence of that. Oh my goodness. Yes, we are not going to forget about the boy side gang. No, we never forget. Oh, the boy side gang is gonna have some num num dinner dish. Ooh, Mom, are you watching? Do you hear that one? Oh, the boy side is gonna have some nummy nummy num num a dinner dish. There could be parsley or carrots or some apple, 'cause it's what we. Oh, and a little cucumber, 'cause it's got what we've got left. Tomorrow is store day. Tomorrow is shopping day. What? Yeah, I just got back from Choich. Hewlin Mall, they call him good old Hewlin Mall. He is the best mod of them all. When he shows up in giant buns, we can have so much fun, 'cause he's a good old Hewlin Mall. Yeah. He has a sweet puppy and her name is Lucy Goosey. She's so sweet and cutie pie. Now she's got a friend and her name is Macy Lacey. They like to walk by and by. See, Donkey Donk. Senor Bondonkadonk, he likes to eat the parsley. Way down in the banks of the great Midwest, there's a really cool pro wrestler who is the best. His name is AJ. Punk. AJ Punk, we love you every day. Yeah. How is everyone? We have 6 people watching. I wish I could make up a song for all the people who are not chatting if I knew who you were. But I can make, you know what? Let's see, we could do like a mysterious one, like think about that. Oh, now people are hopping off because they think they're gonna get a song made about them. Oh, mystery of chat, at last you found us. Sinuses are kicking my head. Yeah, with like storms and rain and then the hot going to the cold. I actually Googled this, you guys, because I was like, why do people get achy right before it rains? And okay, so we all know there's like a low pressure change, right? Like low pressure is coming when rain is coming. And so this is what happens apparently. The fluid in your joints, I mean, this is part of what's happening. The fluid in your joints takes much longer to change pressure when a storm system comes through. So what happens is the pressure in the air outside of your body has already changed, okay? So it's low pressure, and it causes the fluid in your joints to like expand because things want to be in equilibrium, right? Like the laws of science. So like the high pressured fluid that is still in your joints wants to get to the low pressure to even things out, right? Just laws of physics. So that creates like problems, it creates pressure and inflammation, and it's just uncomfortable because it's almost like each of your joints is kind of trying to like burst through your skin. Like, well, we gotta equalize this pressure somehow. So I kind of knew that a little bit before, but then when I looked it up, I was like, okay, this is real science. Like, this is actually physically happening to all of us who get, you know, water on the knee, or I don't know, that's probably not the right thing, but you know what I mean? Like, our joints hurt and all that stuff. It's like, oh, my knee's acting up. I know that there's rain is coming. Um, so the pressure, yeah, so like the sinus pressure, that depending on how locked up your sinuses are. I mean, like the sinuses that are in our nose right here, obviously they're, it's not like there's pockets that are completely blocked unless you have a cold or something, which could be the case. But I think it's like the deeper sinuses, things in your forehead and your cheeks and wherever those sinuses are, your ears, your inner ear. Um, yeah. So anyway, things physically are happening to our bodies all throughout when we have weather coming through. So I feel better now that I know that. It still doesn't change the fact that it's going to happen, I guess, but like I kind of felt like, oh, well, maybe there's something wrong with me and therefore I feel the storm system more. Well, okay. So actually now I remember, if you have a prior injury, if you have had, or you have some kind of physical deformity, you have scoliosis, or you have, uh, herniated disc, or you know what I mean, like all those just different things. Like my family has something in a certain neck vertebrae, and it is a defect. It is a defective vertebrae. And I don't know if it's the shape or how it's positioned. I don't know. Something that my mom's chiropractor knew that my mom had. And then when I went into her, she said, oh my gosh, you have the exact same thing on your neck. And then we found out that my grandpa had it. So it's something, I don't know, from Ireland or what, it's the Irish side, but we had all a defective vertebrae in our neck. But what do like, oh, well, we know that. I guess what do we do about it? But so, like, if or if like your hip, you have a hip that, oh, you had surgery on it, or you need, your cartilage is damaged. I don't know. Any prior injury to a joint or something, you're going to feel it even more. So yeah, we have that going for us as a population of mammals with joints. Um, so, oh gosh, we're losing people. We only have 4 now, and I'm one of them. Me, Hewley, AJ. We had 6 people until I started talking about that I was going to make up songs about people who weren't chatting. Oh, baby, Kristen Shine, Star Triple R, Kristen Shine, Star Boom Boom Boom. She travels near, she travels far, and soon she will be driving in a car. She's Kristen Cheyenne Star Triple R Ranch. Dressing smoothie, aka the mustard queen, K dog, do 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 do. Hey, mister. So yeah, how is everyone doing? How is everyone? It was good to see you in church, Kristen. I was glad to see you because I haven't really been hearing as much from you lately. So, I just worry a little bit. I just worry a little bit, not a lot. But yeah, we got our AJ. We've got our Kristen Cheyenne star. AJ being Kristen's Uncle Punk, and I am her adoptive mother. So that's we got a nice little family all together, having a little family reunion. Because AJ Punk, I don't think you were in the chat yesterday. We had some people missing, or I can't remember. Maybe you showed up later. I know Wes showed up at the very end. Crystal with a K, special K. Crystal, special K. Oh, we love our Crystal special K all day because she's Crystal special K. Olay, chocolate pecan bourbon pie in your eye. Oh, yeah. So, okay, since Crystal is here, I had that homemade marzipan thing that was like kind of could almost be a cookie dough, but was more delicious as just marzipan. Well, I did some stuff to it today. I added more coconut flour. What's that? He just did an uppy. I added some teff flour. Um, and then I ground up pumpkin seeds. Okay, I had whole pumpkin seeds, put them in my coffee grinder, ground up some pumpkin seeds, ground up some flax seeds that I had. And then I had some poppy seeds that I totally forgot I even had. I put a little bit of poppy seed in there, and we're all about the seeds. Oh, I might as well put in chia seeds. I didn't forgot about that. So incorporated that into the dough, and I baked some as cookies, and they're very good cookies. But you guys, the dough is still more delicious as dough. And it's still very much now. It's almost like the poppy seed filling you get in like Hungarian poppy seed cake. It doesn't have as nearly as many poppy seeds as poppy seed filling would have. But because it's got, it's like mainly marzipan, a lot of almond flour and hazelnut flour and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I have to make something, a baked good that I could put the marzipan in, like a pastry of some sort. I don't know. But it's such a wonderful thing, but it's so weird to just eat marzipan by itself. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm finding that so strange to just eat some marzipan because it's normally a filling, but it's so yummy. Anyway, I messed around with some cooking stuff, but I'll tell you, these cookies between the hazelnut flour, coconut flour, almond flour, ground pumpkin seeds, ground flax seeds. This is like some good stuff. There's a lot of nutrients um, in this dough, cookies, whatever you call. I mean, there's some good stuff in there. Hi. Hello. It's really stormy here, you guys. And not only that, it's foggy. It was so hard to drive back from church. Oh my gosh, it was scary. Kind of scary. I'm sure, Kristen, you know what I'm talking about. So much fog tonight, and there's like thunder and lightning and all this rain and everything. There's like little ponds and puddles forming all over the road. But church was great. Church was wonderful. Such sweetest people, and our pastor is a very brilliant man, and his his study of the Bible and his understanding of it is always so fascinating and enlightening. So yeah, great dude, really great dude. Can you call Pastor a dude? I mean that out of in a respectful way. But he's also has a really fun personality, and he's very hip with current events and just what's going on in the world. And so yeah, very very good church. Always good music and cute little kids. Oh my gosh. But yeah, really good friends at church too. So always a great experience to get out there, even when it's storming and you think, oh, I don't know if it's a good idea to leave my house. What? Yeah, what's wrong, Trips? What is wrong, K Dog? I never get much I need to talk to Kristen Cheyenne Star more when we're at church. Now she's in charge of singing gospel music before church starts, so we kind of get busy with that. And I have her cute siblings. I get to talk to them as well, and then our friend, the pastor's wife, who's our friend that we hang out with before church. And like I have a lot of people that I like to catch up with, but I definitely, Kristen, I feel like I never hear enough from you, even though I want to hear what's going on. And then you show up in chat, and it's like, oh my gosh, so what's going on? So what is going on? Are we out of mustard? Oh no, the mustard jar is empty. Are you a mustard jar half full or a mustard jar half empty person? Hi, Mr. Gwynnie. Hi. Having what you eat, mister? What you ate? Hmm? What did you get? He's busy chewing it, like power chewing it. Mm. You're running away, never coming back, and I'm trying not to do something really stupid. Well, I think all of us are constantly kind of trying to avoid doing something stupid. You know what I mean? We as humans are always on the verge of doing something stupid, but then we have to just go through and, think about the consequences, cost benefit analysis of what doing something would it, how much good, how much bad, what are the results, predicted results, because you don't always know really, right? You can only theorize what if I do this, A, B will happen. You never really know because then there's all these external factors like a complicated algebra problem. Basically, if you're trying to model what will happen in the future, it's more like calculus. So if you ever thought calculus was useful, you can predict things to some degree of certainty when you use calculus. Calculus. Someone correct me if I'm off base, but from what I recall and how I've used calculus, well, for one thing, compounding interest is a calculus based function, which is really cool. Once you figure out what compound interest is, if anyone thinks that calculus is not useful, check out compounding interest. But you can, within a range of, values, you can enter these range of values into the correct kind of function, calculus profile program uh, thing. And then you can kind of predict what the realm of possible outcomes is. That's, it's what computers are, how, you enter in, um, these are what the kind of functions computers do when you're like, oh, computer, do it for me. Right, Dusty? Even I'm gonna run away and never come back. Yeah, see, a lot of people do say that too. Did your mom cancel your World of Warcraft account? Never studied calculus? Yeah, I had to take one calculus class, and I did learn a lot. And I learned that all the chemistry equations that I was doing, like complex algebra, I'm like, oh gosh, I could have just used calculus. It would have been so much more simple. But yeah, I had to take it. And it was like I did way better than I expected because I was so scared. It sounded so hard. Oh, calculus, but I tell you, some of the stuff in trigonometry, and I don't know. I understood calculus, and I don't know if it was because the book was good, my teacher was really good. I also took it in the summer, so I did it every single day, and there was all this computer-based, assignments. So, I don't know. I think all things were, like, in my favor when I took calculus. Had I taken calculus with a full load of my hardest college classes, I don't know, might not have gone as well. What is going on, Kristen? Do you need to come over and hang out? Do you need to get away from your house full of lots of people, kids, and a new baby? I would understand that. I do. I would understand that quite a lot. So, yeah, do you want to come over and have a cup of tea and pet rabbits? Calculus and me are mortal enemies. I mean, Crystal, oh my gosh. Had classes like that. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Some of them have been math classes, like trigonometry, or what? I don't remember which math class it was. Probably trigonometry. It was very, I don't know. Just wasn't getting it. Wasn't getting it. And then later, I remember looking up, like, I don't know, like the origin of logarithms and why they were created and all this stuff. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like starting to understand, and like, exponential stuff and um powers of, the powers of numbers. And it started to all make sense to me. But this is after the fact. This is like way after, because I was trying to help someone else with math. And I was like, wait, okay, I just need to like look up some things. And then I was like, okay, it's all making sense. And like trigonometry wasn't trigonometry developed in order to study the movement of the planets and the stars and all that stuff? Because it's like if you have a fixed point above and then you pick two, other points, like you can figure out a lot of what's going on in the world with trigonometry. It is useful. But it's useful because of like it was created for a reason. And when you know what that reason is and how they kind of went about forming that kind of math, and that how it is useful you apply it to life circumstances, that's when math is like a winner to me. But all this other stuff, when you're just like, I'm filling out a whole page of calculations and it means nothing to me and it's not connected to anything relevant, that's where it's like, okay, I lose complete focus and I'm in la la land. Do you think I have anxiety? I got told yeah, I think you do. I think you've been feeling anxious. I do. I think, not to downplay your anxiety, but I mean, honestly, Kristen, we as humans, like, we are, I think, slowly adapting to a modern life. But you think about how quickly life is changing in the last just 20 years, internet, social media. You guys, your generation, the stuff that you have to worry about is like way more in your face and intense, like all the social media stuff alone. Phones, I don't know how you guys navigate that stuff. So there's that, you know what I mean? Like, I think life is changing way more quickly than our human brains can change. So we're not suited for like a lot of, I don't know how to say it. Just like our bodies don't like rapid change in the weather, I think the human brain likes predictable stuff. And I think it gets out of whack, and things like anxiety happen when we have big changes. And I mean, your family, you have a new baby, your mom just went back to work. I mean, you are a teenager, which what do we do in our teen years? We change rapidly into an adult. And okay, so we change into an adult body, and then we're kind of expected to act like an adult by the end of our teen years, but our brains are not even finished developing until we're 25. You're going through a tough time. So it's only, I think anxiety is going to be normal for you at this age, but it's going to settle down. As you mature, you're going to learn all kinds of, just from life experience, you're going to be able to cope better. And when your brain is fully developed, you'll, you know what I mean? Decisions won't seem as hard and things will settle down. But you're at a crossroads between like being a kid, being an adult. You have a huge family, which is cool. Like I think it would be really fun to have all the siblings that you have, but it's just a lot for your brain to navigate, right? I don't know. And then you go to public school. You go to public school. You got a zillion kids from all walks of life. And Kristen, I don't know if you heard about what the pastor was saying in church tonight, but he was like, if the world could kind of try to be of one mind more so, and have, similar lofty, pure, good goals of like goodness and, you know, getting along and progressing, as a world, not just as individual people, not as just individual countries, not as just individual political parties and all that stuff. His message really, um, yeah, I don't know. It was a really good message. It was like unity, unity. And it's like, you have to kind of let go of yourself a little bit. Not like that show, oh gosh, what's the new show that's about the hive mind? Being, everyone's taken over by an alien thing. Pluribus. It's not like pluribus. I mean, that's horrible. That's horrible. Losing yourself entirely. Oh gosh, that's a nightmare. But hang on, guys. This mohair sweater is so hot. Oh my gosh. Um, whoops. But what was I? Okay, what was I saying about anxiety and like? I don't know. I am a man. You're a man now. You're a man. I don't know what that means. My day is going great. Well, Crystal, see, when you're older, we have it easier. We know we've seen all this stuff before. Nothing, you know what I mean? Nothing's really that strikes you that much anymore when the older you get, because been there, done that. You have so much context behind you the older you get. And I have this theory. The older you get, each year older you get, the more you enjoy life. Your body may be falling apart, but you know what I mean? Mentally, I feel like every year older that you get better at enjoying life. You know what I mean? You like can cut away the chaff, as you say, like, you know what I mean? All the stuff that's not important, just ignore it. And you just focus in on your good thing. And but also, the older you get, I think you are also able to resonate more with those around you and not just be self-focused. Because, like, as teenagers, we're all, like, obsessed with ourselves. "Oh my gosh, what do people think of me? And, oh, how do I look?" And all this stuff, but the older you get, that kinda settles down. For some people, it doesn't as much. That's unfortunate. But you know what I mean? Like, the older you get, it's like you just can, I think, appreciate others, you think about others more, you're not focused on yourself as much, but the stuff that you are focused on for yourself, I think is like the important stuff. I don't know. That's what I think, but you have to post something to the Discord. I asked ChatGPT to create a realistic image of me as a wrestling champion. That's cool. Oh, it's so fun. Um, Presto. Oh, wait a minute. Presto, when did you show up? Probably when I was giving my sermon. Oh my gosh. Presto change. Oh, geez, you have okay. He came back when the anxiety. Yeah, there we go. That's why. Because I got caught up in her anxiety stuff. You had to take a drug test, take a couple of tests at work. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're still at work? Oh my gosh. You saw the bunny stampede short? Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, they were so adorable. They were just cracking me up, Crystal. Oh my gosh. Literally round and round and round my feet. And then these guys were like trying to jump over their tunnel to get in. And it was just so funny. They had cookies. When I got up, first thing I came, marched in there, gave them cookies. Then I cleaned up the room. And before I even cleaned up or anything, I had given them cookies. I come back up here and they're just hilarious. I just love them. My gosh. I know. I know. I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to leave because they were just circling around my feet, certainly like you can't go anywhere. I wonder if they would do that to a robber. If the robber had like a crinkly bag or something with them, they'd just be like, "Oh, he's got cookies," and he'd be like, "Ah, I give up." Um, you tend to focus on others more than yourself. I know, it's a nice thing, Presto, because like it's nice for others, but it's like nice for you too. You know what I mean? Because you can get really overwhelmed if you're super hyper focused on yourself. I don't think I don't like it personally, you know? There's a big world out there of animals to think about and people and the environment and just oh my gosh, there's just so much. There's so much. I mean, you can really overwhelm yourself. You can really go far out there and look up at the universe and wonder what else is going on out there. Do you ever do that? I do that only very little because when I do, my mind is like blown. I'm like, I know nothing and I am a tiny speck here. Like, not to underplay, that was something the pastor also said. He was like, being part of like a unified, a mind that is of one, you know, good intention is important. But he's like, every single individual is very important too. You know what I mean? And no one is less important than anyone else. So like I like that too. I mean, we are all very unique and individual and here for a purpose. And that's what I think. And so yeah, I think it's good to balance that part of it with also just being aware of and all else that is out there. Um, just breathe. Breathing is really important. And sometimes I have to remind myself not to hold my breath, you know? Um, but we never did press historian, our beloved giant Bunz, historian and valedictorian. He's still at work, but eventually he'll come back and he will come. Wait, and he'll come home to his girlfriend who is Salvadorian. She is busy making him his favorite Samorians. And after Giant Bonds, they'll get sleepy, and then with all of us, we'll be a snoring with our beloved Presto Changeo Prestorian. Do bump. Oh boy, you guys ate everything except for this tiny little inside of the pepper. We'll leave that. We will leave that there. Do you want that? You want that, Grinch? You see, that's just one little tiny thing. One teeny tiny piece. Okay. What do you think? You want me to leave that there? No, you're just gonna have it. Very good. Yeah, breathing. You know, Kristen, have I talked to you about this before? Have you ever tried yoga? I need to do yoga. That's something I'm trying to start up. In fact, I think I didn't get a chance to do it earlier today because I got sidetracked with a phone call and I had to do a bunch of, well, some of it was math, but I had to help someone out with some technical stuff that need to be done. That's fine. But yeah, when I was gonna try to do my little half-hour Rodney Yee yoga, I just realized, okay, that's not gonna happen till maybe later. But I just have this I have a VHS, which I may try to just find it on YouTube and do it downstairs because my only VHS is like on this I have a little tiny old TV with my old original VHS um, player. I don't even know if it's gonna still work, but it was my favorite yoga workout I ever did. My gosh, Gwynnie, what is your tail? Does your tail look weird, Gwyn? You look like did Duffy pull out your tail fur? Or maybe just because your tail was up. Okay. Yeah. That's a sweetheart. Okay, I've spent a lot of time with the boys' side. We should go and check out what's going on over here. Okay, we got Mr. Bundonkadonk. I'm gonna go like this way. Ooh, wait 1 second. Bougie Christie. Oh my goodness, Bougie's in on the chat. Bougie, Crispy Cremo. Her name's Crispy, she's Krispy Kreme, Krusty Krab, Cookie, Kirsty, Bougie. There's so many names. A much-loved Krispy Kreme has many names. One of my mom's favorite proverbs. But yeah, a much-loved child has many names. I think that is true. A much-loved bunny has many names. Don't look. Oh my gosh, Crystal, they're stampeding again. Why do we always think I have a COOKIE? Hmm? Why do we always think that now? They're just so hopeful. They're just very hopeful. Yeah. You gotta go? Ooh, yeah. Okay. Thanks for being here, Presto Changeo. Good to see you. Be careful with the storms. It's been storming here too. It's that time of year, huh? It's raining here, but not storming anymore. It was downpouring earlier. You got over an inch? I that's a lot. I mean, that might explain. I don't know how much we got here exactly, but there was like some really big puddles in the road. There was one section I didn't know if my little sports car was even be able to get safely through. You're broken. Are you broken mentally or physically or both? The cutest stampede. I know. They're just so funny. He gets so excited when there's Cookies. But you cannot spell. So that's good, right, Posh? You cannot spell. You guys ever have a dog that learned how to spell? My first dog, oh gosh, she knew when we would spell things. She eventually did figure it out. And then if we started spelling stuff, she'd pay like extra attention. Like, wait, they're doing that weird thing where they like separate the words. WALK. Yeah, WALK. She 100% she knew that one. Or CAR. Are we going in the CAR? You can't go, all the plants are gonna die. Yeah, I know. If I can't even read that out loud because you should always have a COOKIE. I know. We need more cookies in life. Cookies and ice cream. Pantera has a song called I'm Broken. Sounds like a good title for a song, you know? Because I mean, when you feel the need to write a song, you're having intense emotion. A lot of the times it is because you are broken. Yeah, be safe, Presto Changeo. You had a bowl on the porch and it's so much. Oh, yeah, that's a good way to figure it out. How much rain you got. A spelling dog. Oh, we've been on and on and on. My dog, the dog before my last dog. Oh gosh, she was extraordinary. She knew so many words. She could do so many tricks. I mean, she was amazing. She was the bestest. Banana, Mr. Wee's banana. Banana, Mr. Wee's banana. Banana, Mr. Wee's banana. Pina colada, homemade frittata. I'm really losing it. We love him a whole lotta. He drives a Miata. He just got a brand new yada da da da. Mr. Wee's banana split. Oh yeah. I am going to turn into a fish. No breathing. Just blub blub. Just blub blub. Hmm. Blub blub. Well, you would make a cute mermaid, Kristen. I could see you with like a cute mermaid tail costume, swimming in the water, looking all pretty with your hair. Yes, I think you would be very cute. Yeah, how was your day, Wes? What's going on? Are you getting the rain and stuff? Yeah, I would think you would be. It was over 70, really? Okay, so you're warmer. You're warmer. I don't know how warm it was here. It was probably like maybe got up to 60 or high, maybe in the 50s. I don't even know. I don't know, but it was so rainy that I went outside a little bit when it would stop raining, but yeah, I didn't know. I ended up getting very tied up with computer stuff today, so I needed to get a whole Krispy Kreme nose. I needed to get a whole lot of stuff out of my little sports car today from the truck unloading yesterday. Oh my gosh, it's almost not all of it, but like all the rabbit food and stuff is still in my car. Oh boy. Yeah, I need to do that. I really need to do that. But like every time I would be like, okay, maybe I'll go get a couple things out of the car. Pouring rain. That's my excuse. Oh my gosh, you okay, so you had sunny weather? Well, okay, maybe the rain is coming your way now. Sorry, but it may be. You still have a runny nose? Oh man. Well, take your vitamin C, take all the vitamins. Maybe have some of the honey lemon ginger, like hot water with honey lemon and ginger. That can be good. What else? Some people like echinacea, some people like elderberry. I have found both of those things do help you to like recover more quickly. I do think those are pretty good. Excuse me. But and remember, you do probably need more sleep in order to get over it too. Hate to say it. I have been I've been trying to get more sleep and it is making a difference. It's not solving all the problems of the world, but it is helping me a little bit. So, this just putting it out there. Oh my gosh, she has to gather pets. She does. Donkey says a cookie a day keeps the doctor away. That's true too. That's true. I just love that Christy's name is now Bougie Christy on YouTube. That makes me so happy. Crispy, when I saw your comments today on YouTube on the videos, I just was like laughing. I'm like, I just love that she's Bougie Christy for all to see on YouTube. Um, oh, Bougie Christy, let's see here. Honey lemon ginger is great for congestion. So is bee balm, but you likely don't have that. It's a wild array. Oh, God, I forgot bee balm is like okay, it's a wild oregano. That is so cool. And elderberry several times a day will help you get over things faster. Yes, she knows what she's talking about. Whenever I do what Krispy Kreme tells me to do with herbs and all that kind of stuff, healing things, it helps. Krispy Kreme, I will never forget when, okay, Krispy Kreme's like basically prescribed horsetail for me. I had had a horrible fall. I think it was the biggest fall I ever had was like on my deck and I slipped on leaves and then my foot got hooked under a hand weight. Are you eating my skirt? But anyway, I basically felt like I had broken everything in my body and especially my pelvis, like hip pelvis, backbone. I mean, just like that whole area. And, the only thing that, like, helped me kinda get over the hump of, like, being really injured was I did this horsetail tea, like, super, super strong brewed it, and it has, like, silica in it, and I don't know. That stuff really helped me, though. And there may have been some other things I was doing too, but, that was all due to Krispy Kreme helping me with that. And I can't remember, I think there was some other things you told me to do to Krispy Kreme. I think I was doing nettle, a lot of nettle at that time, nettle teas. I can't remember everything though. That was kind of a while ago. If you're gonna become a fish, go to Bikini Bottom and say hi to SpongeBob. Oh gosh. You live under a rock. Who lives under a rock in her house? Kristen, Shiny and Star. Why didn't you think to message Chris? It's okay. We can all just message each other live here on the chat, that works the same too. But yeah, Christy has helped. I mean, I so many people because like I know I'm not the only one. She just Krispy Kreme, my mom has a lot of knowledge of that too. But the things that my mom doesn't know, Krispy Kreme knows. Like You know, it's really good to have those kind of people in your life. Um, Solomon seal. Yes, I do. Now I remember. That was the one that I was like, I knew there was some. Isn't that the one that's really rare? That herb that's very rare, Krispy Kreme? Because you gave me like little tiny chunks, I think that were like in your car. And but yeah, I did everything you told me and it worked. It really did. Feel free to message me. That's really sweet. Yeah. Now Krispy Kreme, she is definitely someone who is aware of others, and she will, if she hears someone say like, "Oh yeah, I've been like afflicted with this and that," like she really hears it. You know, she doesn't just kind of like brush it off. Like she is usually like, "Oh, tell me, what it is and what's going on," and she will try to help with, you know, food or herbs or all that kind of stuff. So I really I like that about her. It's really nice. Solomon seal is not common in the marketplace, but you grow it. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's probably something that I should make sure that I grow because there's not a lot of it left. So, is it very did deer like it? I guess is what I'm asking. Does it need high protection, Solomon seal? Probably. You know what? Everything needs high protection in my yard. But I will tell you, the Helleborus, I don't know if anyone else grows it. It's an evergreen, a flowering evergreen. It's flowering right now. One of my favorite things to grow because it doesn't require a lot of sun. It doesn't require a lot of anything, and the deer will not touch it. Also, daffodils they won't touch. But there must be something in Helleborus that is toxic or tastes terrible to deer because, or both, because they will not touch it. But a lot of my neighbors have tried to grow echinacea. And I just remember my one neighbor was like, I think we've got the healthiest deer in the county. They ate every bit of my echinacea. um, speaking of that, I have a lot of elderberry shrubs, trees, little tree shrubs. They don't really eat the elderberry very much. You you bet I have some. Oh, really? Okay, so it might be just like one of my wildflowers growing out here. I don't know if it needs protection, but you do use the rhizome. Okay, so you have to dig out like okay. That's why crispy is the best. That's true. What are you laughing about, Kristen Cheyenne? You've been doing a lot of laughing. Do you want to enlighten us? Would you like to enlighten us, Kristen? You're gonna ha ha ha, your deer ate all your comfrey? You know what? I have a lot of comfrey, but that was I'm curious what's gonna happen because my fence has rusted and it's falling apart. My little not the big poles that support my fence, but the actual like chicken wire fence is rusting quickly. And everything can get through at this point. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. But comfrey is something they didn't really eat a lot of in my garden, but I think it was because they were somewhat protected in the garden. They started eating my blueberry shrubs. Oh my gosh. There's like not much left of my blueberry shrubs. I have one under protection that they can only get to the really, really, really tall parts. That one might do okay this year, but I really need to think about getting new chicken wire. Just need to do it. But Kristen Cheyenne Star, am I gonna come in my yard? Are you gonna be on all fours like a deer, pretending you're a deer, browsing at all the plants? Mm-hmm. You know what, Kristen? That video, you should do it because that video might just go viral and make us $1 million. So, you know what? I have no problem with that. Have you watched Medea? No. No, I don't know what that is. And my deer kept eating my elderberry, never could get it growing because you know what? I have so many elderberry, like they kind of volunteered themselves, I think they sprout up through their roots or something because I have like a little grove of them. And let me think about this. They might browse it, but I think safety in numbers. I think there's so much of it that I don't know, they just don't eat all of them. What's peppermint green tea good for? Well, peppermint is good for like relaxing muscles and opening up sinuses. Green tea is antioxidants. I think both would be good for you, and that would taste really good together. I think that'd be a tea I would like. Um, it completely ate the comfrey. You wanting to do a deer fence around the entire yard, but yeah, that would be good. That would really be good. I think all the deer like to visit you because you have the tastiest food, and they know they won't end up as food. True, Crystal. It's like the perfect, yeah. It's like, "Hi, I'm growing food that you like." Like the time I tried to grow fennel, and I didn't realize that was like the most gourmet meal for them. They were like, "Oh, this is like a five-star restaurant. She has fennel." Um, yeah, the fennel, that went fast. And then I replanted because I thought, "Well, maybe I did something wrong and it died." And then I come out there and the entire roots are just there's just like a small meteorite had landed and taken out this whole garden of fennel. Bless their hearts. But this is probably one of the many reasons that deer love my yard. And they have their babies in my yard. And then they raise their babies in the yard, and then their babies end up eating apple slices out of my mouth and becoming my best friends. So, you know what I mean? You kind of trade off gardens for having best friends that are wild animals. I'll take it. Vitamin D. Hee hee. Wait. Hee 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 hee. Wait, why are you saying vitamin D and then you're going hee 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 hee? I mean, vitamin D is good for you. In fact, AJ Punk should be taking vitamin D to help his immune system to like kick out the virus that he's got. Peppermint specifically can be helpful for headaches and it can help you breathe better. Oh gosh. Krispy Kreme, I love my peppermint oil. Like when I have like the whole terrible sinusy headache, when my back gets bad, and my muscles are all spasming and blah, freaking out. That is one thing that actually does help. And like I'll usually, if it's really bad, I'll usually pop a couple aspirin too, and I'll get my ice pack out. But I tell you, a good shower with peppermint, I'll put like peppermint oil just in my nostrils. Sometimes like rub it on, the parts of your back, that are really the worst, that helps too, I think. But just putting it like, I don't want to poison anyone. Peppermint oil is strong. Any essential oil is like really strong. But if you just put it like a teeny bit on your fingertip and just a little bit in each nostril, it can help you go from a headache that's not manageable to like, okay, I can maybe go about my day a little bit more and function. Oh yeah, throat coat tea. I know that stuff. That's awesome. That is an awesome tea. You're not my friend no more, Kira. Okay. It's anymore. Now she's really gonna hate. You're not my friend. What? Your friend, Kristen? What did I do? You said something at church today about how you didn't like me anymore, and I was like, yes, you do like me. What are you on about? So what are you on about, Kristen? Hmm? Excuse me. Were you just being a teenager? What's going on? D3, uh-huh. Triple R's head is in the gutter. It is? Wait, vitamin D? I don't get it. In the gutter? What what is this? Someone explain. You're right, Kristen. She's not your friend. She's your adoptive mother. This is true. Technically true. I like that. Throat coat tea from traditional medicinals, yes. The herbalist who created it is still a part of it. Now that is unusual. Most like any of those cute natural brands from, back in the day, it seems like so many of them got bought up by big food companies, and then they kind of like don't do like the best stuff anymore. Kristen, is your head really in the gutter though? I would not expect your head to be in the gutter. You seem like a nice girl. See, what am I not understanding? Or does no one want to explain it because it's too like cringy and awkward? Innuendos? Like what? Vitamin D? What does that have to do with anything? Okay, if it's an innuendo, I am not aware of this particular innuendo. So it's over my head. And if you don't like me because of that, Kristen, then that is extremely petty and silly. And yeah, I don't know, Kristen. It's a little cringy though. Like you definitely shouldn't be making innuendos. When first of all, you were like the youngest person in my chat. You know, so it's a little strange, Kristen. Rosemary Gladstar is the herbalist that started. Oh, really? I didn't know anything about that. That's so cool. Very, very cool. You put a video. Wait. You put a video on the Discord, Kristen? That's so cool. Kristen remembers. Kristen, remember Kira has the adorable bunnies you love, so be nice to her. I know. I don't understand. Kristen, I don't understand what's going on. You tell me at church you don't like me anymore. Like, I've really, that's coming out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I do not get it. Um, haha. That's no, but it's not haha. You don't tell someone stuff like that and then laugh. Um, okay. I will just ignore Kristen because I don't understand why she keeps laughing and she won't tell me. Golden State. Okay. Golden State. Good for Golden State. Is this the it's the Golden State golf team, right? Did they just blew someone just like totally made a hole in one or something? The Golden State golf team, that is so awesome. I'm so excited for them. I cannot wait to see like which with iron that the caddy picks next. In the Golden State Golf Tournament. I will not be nice, ha ha. I do like you, ha ha ha. You, my friend, ha ha. Ha ha, ha ha. She's gonna get it. You got a friend in. You got a friend in me. I was thinking of the Golden State Warriors, the NBA team. Oh, yeah, yeah. The National Bowling Association. Oh, yeah, the Golden State Bowlers. Totally, totally. They rock. And they have cute bowling outfits too. I like their jerseys, the bowling shirts, and matching bowling team shoes in the fluorescent green. They rock. They rock. And they have matching fluorescent green bowling balls. Little known fact. Sorry. I'm being like Kristen. I'm being incorrigible like Kristen. And inscrutable. And incomprehensible. Yeah. Well, guys, it is that time. I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream. We's banana. He's like basketball, Kira, basketball. I know. I'm going Kristen on Hewley. I'm doing a Kristen. I'm doing a KCS, triple R. I'm being a rascal. Yeah, but you know what? You think about it, why isn't bowling more, you know, that could be our basketball. How did basketball get huge, yet bowling is like more of a niche sport, Why not bowling? We got curling. Curling is very niche, very weird, but hey, it's all over the Olympics. I find curling funny. Strange and funny. A little bit like bowling, but you know. Vitamin D. Ha 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 ha. So funny. Is like vitamin D, is it like vitamin dumb? Does it make you a dum dum lollipop? And then you say dumb things and no one understands you? Is that what it does? Bowling is a good first date idea. Yeah. Oh, I think that would be super cute. Definitely. Definitely. Curling is funny. Let's be real. I knew you'd get that, Wes. Right? I mean, I got a broom and I could take some like weights from like, the barbell weight things, like take them off the bar and put them, push them across the ice. And yeah, I could probably in the right weather conditions, I could probably make my own curling rink. But okay, so I don't understand Kristen's joke for the night. I have no idea. I guess I probably don't want to know if she's being like it's sexual innuendo-ish. Yeah, Kristen, you're first of all, know your audience. Like we were a bunch of bunnies and bunny people, and you are like 16. So I don't know. Let's keep it PG. Not even PG-13. Let's just keep it PG on Giant Bunz. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Um, but yeah, thank you for being here, everyone. Crispy Bougie Cream, I'm so happy to see you. And Mr. Wee's Banana Na. And we got Presto Changeo who already left. Hopefully he's doing okay. Uh, you bowl a mean gutter ball. Oh gosh, me as well, Crystal. And I will say, I'm just gonna blame part of it. Well, for one thing, I don't think I can bowl anymore with my back. I don't even think it's worth it. But I would for me, I would bowl like maybe once a year. There have been times in my life when I would bowl a little more regularly, but usually, you end up bowling like once a year and you have no idea what you're doing. And they're like all going in the gutter and it's like, oh yeah, well. And then by the time you're ending the game, like let's say you maybe play like 2 or 3 games. By the time you're getting to like the last game, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm like feeling this now. And you're like, okay, it's a little better. And then you don't play for like another year. So yeah, wait, is there Olympic bowling? Because wasn't there Olympic ping pong or table tennis? Wasn't there Olympic ping pong at one point? There should be. I mean, if there's ping pong, there should be bowling. I feel like, and also pool. Why don't we throw in pool? Is there Olympic pool? Oh my gosh, that Similac with what? I don't know what you're talking about. Baby formula? Similac? Do they still make that stuff? I don't know what you're talking about, Kristen. Really don't. Um, anyway, I was trying to say much love and good night to all of you fine people. Who I was just getting depressed, Changeo, Christian Cheyenne Star, even you, much love to you. You're a polecat, but that's polecats are entertaining. Much love to Crystal with a K, special K. Much love to AJ Punk, the Midwestern wrestling hunk. Young adult author extraordinary. Much love to Hewley. I can't remember. I said him already. Oh, I think that was everyone. Daniel Ozark. I don't know if you're watching, and I feel like sometimes you do watch, but you don't chat. Much love to you. Miss you, brother. I keep using your pink donkey thumbnail. I love it. It's very cute. Oh, and you guys, my artist friend sent me her finalized designs that she made specifically for the merch store. So I have downloaded them onto my computer now. And I need to upload them to the merch store. So I'm still kind of new to this whole merch store thing and all that, but hopefully in the next couple of days I will have figured that out and we'll have her really adorable designs. I just love what she did. So I may also just put them on the Discord if you guys want to check them out. Her new designs, because she's so talented, or they're so talented. But anyway, yeah. So look out for some new designs. They're all options. They won't take the place of any of the designs that are on there because I love the stuff that's already on there. But it's just going to be additional options to choose for the merch. So it's just fun. It's just fun. That's all it's about. Can't wait. Oh yeah, I think you're gonna like them, Crispy. Yep. Big love to you, Mr. Punk, Uncle Punk. And let's get a song. We will get a song going. Hi. Beautiful. I feel, Teeny, do you want to have the close up on you? You just look very cute. You can do that. Are you gonna disturb the camera? Are you gonna be a good girl if I put this here? Oh, oh. Oh, now everyone is trying to get to the phone. Okay. Good luck with that.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the way she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. 'Cause 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 she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar Rush plays in a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Shingle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies come, big bugger falling to the floor. Donkey want more,